Okay, let's begin our notes. Now, today we're going to be learning about the atom, what it's made of, and how to calculate the number of particles inside the atom, which is the protons, the neutrons, and the electrons. We're going to do notes a little bit differently, so you're just going to copy things the way that you see them on my screen. So let's go ahead and begin. Please go ahead and draw a quick sketch of what you see here. This is a typical atom, and you already know that the nucleus is in the center of the atom, and inside of the nucleus we have protons and neutrons. Neutrons have no charge, so when we want to say or abbreviate neutrons, we do a little n, and we also give it the charge of 0, which means no charge. Protons, on the other hand, are denoted by the little p with the plus sign. And electrons, which are located outside of the nucleus, and they could be found anywhere in this area. That's why we call it an electron. E and a negative sign for the charge. There are many different kinds of elements, and you know that the periodic table has many kinds of atoms, and everything has different amounts of protons, neutrons, and electrons. So for example, you see hydrogen here has only one proton and one electron, but no neutrons. In helium, you'll see that there are 2 of each. And in lithium, you'll see 3 neutrons, 3 protons, and 3 electrons. In sodium, you'll see 11, 11, and I believe 11. So you have 11 of each of the particles. So let's take a look at the periodic table. It's really cool to see that everything has order. Everything is organized in a specific way, and these are all of the elements that we know of. And from this table, we can tell how many protons, neutrons, and electrons every single element has using the information that is on each element in this table. So let me show you how. All right, so this box, just go ahead and draw this box and make it big enough so that you can actually label the parts. So here we have a box that is of hydrogen, and the information inside of here is just taken from this part right here on the periodic table. So go ahead and draw this, and let's label it. The hydrogen is known as the atomic name. The atomic number is the number below the atomic name, and H is like the nickname, or it is the atomic symbol. And this number here, which actually has a lot of numbers beyond the decimal point, tells us how much the atom weighs, how much stuff there is inside of that atom. So, using this box, we can find out how many protons, how many electrons, and how many neutrons are inside this atom, inside every single hydrogen atom. Let's try it. Okay, so to find the number of protons, all you need to do is find the atomic number. The atomic number is right here. So how many protons do we have? That's right, 1. Now, a really cool thing is for every proton that you have the same amount of electrons. So if you have 1 proton, you have 1 electron, which is denoted here. The number of electrons equals the atomic number. Now, neutrons takes a little bit more mathematical steps, but it's really simple. All you need to do is to find the number of neutrons, you need to round the atomic mass, which is here, and you want to round it to the nearest whole number. So 1.0079 is 1. Okay, and then you want to subtract it from the atomic number, which is also 1. So you should have 0 neutrons. The next step that you want to do is you want to draw the picture. Now the picture is a very simplistic representation of the atom that we drew on the other page. And what you'll see is that I made a circle on the outside and I put the electrons on the outside because the electrons are located on the outer part of the atom. There is one electron, so we say 1, E negative. In the center of the electron is called the nucleus, and inside of the nucleus we put the protons, and we put the number, then we put P plus. We had 0 neutrons, so we put 0, N, and no charge. This is a correct representation of how many particles that the hydrogen element has. Let's take carbon. Go ahead and draw this box that has carbon 6C12.011. And let's find the number of protons. Now we know that the number of protons is supposed to be the atomic number. The atomic number is right here. So we have 6 protons. For electrons, we also know it is the same number of protons. So we have 6 electrons. In order to find the neutrons, we have to round the atomic mass and subtract it, and subtract the atomic number from it. So we have 12 minus 6 equals 6. So notice we have 6, 6, and 6. So let's draw the picture. Your picture should look like this. And let me get a... Alright, so you should have 6 here, 6, and 6. Nice. So that's your perfect drawing for the carbon element. Now, this one looks funny. It's called yttrium, or yttrium, yeah. It just sounds weird. But it has how many protons? Can you guess? That's right. It is 39. And you know that if you have 39 protons, how many electrons do you have? If you said 39, you're correct. Now, remember, to find neutrons, you need to subtract the atomic number from the rounded atomic mass. So 88.9 means you need to round that to the nearest whole number, and that would be 89. So you would have 89 minus 39, and if my math is correct, it should be 50. Now, when you draw the picture, now you just put everything in place. So you have protons, you have 39 protons, so you're going to do 3 and 9. And then electrons, you're also going to have 39. And you should have 50 for the neutrons. Okay, let's try this one. Oxygen is here, and here's all of your information. Go ahead and copy this box down, and then try to figure out what the protons, neutrons, and electrons are, and also draw the picture. Then I will show you the answers. Okay, so let's check. You should have 8 protons, because protons are located here from the atomic number. The number of electrons is the same, and the number of neutrons is also 8, because when you round 15.99, it should be 16, and then 0.8 or minus 8 would give you 8. Your drawing should then look like this. Be sure to also be copying the drawings too. Okay, I'm going to give you one more. Oh, I think we're done. Okay, so be ready to apply this information in class, and make sure you watch this over again if you're confused, or if you wish, you can go ahead and start practicing by using your periodic table of elements and seeing if you can figure out how many particles there are. See you soon.